Since the season has been over, nothing has been out of the question for the New England Patriots. Gerard Mayo, awful season. See you later. Bring in legend Mike Vrabel. Also, hey, offensive coordinator, AVP, see you later. We're going to bring in for his third stint, Josh McDaniels, to turn around this offense and help Drake May out. Now, the big question is, as we look into the offseason, bringing in players for the 2025-2026 53-man roster, helping this team get back into the playoffs, the big question is, could the Patriots look to their own division, the AFC East, and potentially make some trades? Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron. You guys already know, on the daily, pushing out Patriots content for people just like you who can't get enough Patriots football. So do me a favor, find wherever the heck it is. I think it's down here somewhere. Find that subscribe button, hit the like button. It means the world to me. And question to start this off, commenting below, is this: if you could trade for one person in the division, who would it be? Comment below. Let's hear you. Now, on a serious note, we're going to jump right into it. But an NFL executive predicts Dolphins trade star wide receiver Tyreek Hill to the New England Patriots. Now, we all know the New England Patriots need a number one receiver. Imagine this. Imagine the speed of Tyreek Hill, the speed of Pop Douglas, and then potentially Kayshon Boutte or even someone else. Who the heck knows at that number 3? But imagine the speed you could have on the field with those players. What Josh McDaniels could do with those players. Now you're probably saying, well, why Tyreek Hill? That's kind of random. Not necessarily. Yes, we have other wide receivers like T. Higgins, who's going to be a unrestricted free agent. People have talked about Godwin from Tampa Bay. People have talked about even, again, Calvin Ridley, someone that Elliott Wolf wanted to get last offseason but missed out on. Also, too, technically, A.J. Brown, people have talked about with the connections with Mike Vrabel, my fault. But Tyreek Hill, the big thing is, at the end of the season, he was done with the Dolphins. He's 30 years old. He's looking at the final stretch of his career, and he says, I want to compete. Now, you look at this guy going from one of the best teams of the past handful of years in the Kansas City Chiefs, and he leaves that team, obviously for what? Money. Money talks. We all know money talks. And so when it comes down to it, Tyreek Hill says, yep, I'm gone. See you later. And he goes to the Dolphins, where you look at Mike McDaniel and his offensive mind, and you think, okay, him, Tua, Waddle, Achane, they have weapons on this team. They can do something. But this year, obviously, with issues with Tua and all these different things, they didn't even make the playoffs. So when it comes down to it, Tyreek Hill wants out. So could Elliott Wolf, Mike Vrabel, the Patriots organization, cook up a trade nice enough for the Miami Dolphins to make a trade within the division? Comment below. What do you think? Yay or nay? Yes or no? Again, I don't think, as I started this episode off with, I don't think anything's off the table. I think it's a huge possibility. And again, they are going to seek every avenue they can to make this team better. Now, Josh McDaniels might look at Tyreek Hill and say, I don't want the drama. I don't want to deal with this. Nope, don't want him on the team. Don't even want to flirt with a trade. All right, that's fine. But again, if they were to send a trade offer, the question also would be what would be worth giving up for Tyreek Hill? Again, the Patriots have solid draft capital going into this draft. Do they want to get rid of that draft capital for a Tyreek Hill? Again, someone who's probably going to be signing one of his last contracts coming up, 30 years old, at the tail end of his career. Again, wanting to be competitive, go on a competitive team. And so we'll see. Comment below. What do you think, Tyreek Hill? Again, and we're going to talk about this. Actually, we're going to jump into it right now. But I really like not necessarily Travis Hunter, but who I really like for the New England Patriots is McMillan out of Arizona, the wideout. Now, the reason I like this is, one, because we know we need a wideout. 2, I think the Patriots can address the offensive line in the offseason, or potentially in the draft if they can potentially trade up, or let's not forget that second round pick is basically right there on the cusp of being a first round pick. And there's always first round talent that falls back to the early second round, sometimes even mid second round. And so when it comes to it, sure, you could have, if you want to try to trade for Tyreek Hill, try to get T. Higgins, try to get whoever it might be as wide receiver, or you can get this guy who is an incredible talent at wide receiver, who has the size, who has been compared to Drake London, who is a young up-and-coming receiver in the NFL, who has now a young quarterback in Michael Penix. You look at McMillan, and him and Drake May, that duo could be unstoppable for a long time. Now, a lot of people have said, listen, Travis Hunter is better than McMillan. Here's the thing with Travis Hunter that I think no one truly knows yet is what position is going to be his main position when he comes to the NFL. Let me say this. As a cornerback, I don't think he's the best cornerback in this draft. I think that's Will Johnson coming out of Michigan. I think he is the best cornerback in the draft. If you were to say, well, he's the best wide receiver, again, I would disagree. I think McMillan is. Now, when it comes to versatility, he's unmatched. No one can. He is on a level of his own. But again, we come to the question: is he going to play both ways in the NFL? I don't know. But that being said, I think one of the best decisions the Patriots could make if they don't address a wide receiver in the offseason when it comes to trading or picking up a free agent would be McMillan out of Arizona. Comment below if you agree, disagree. I don't really care. Comment below. That being said, we transition a little bit. We know offensive coordinator has been hired in McDaniels. We know that Springer is being retained as special teams coordinator. The Patriots, also some breaking news, bringing in defensive coordinator Terrell Williams from the Lions. At the Lions, he was the defensive line coach as well as the run game coordinator. So we know that he worked with Vrabel in Tennessee. I think this is a great hire. What's crazy for the Lions, they are just getting poached right now. Ben Johnson gone to the Bears. As well, breaking news when it comes to Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn is heading to the New York Jets, which is very peculiar in my mind that the Jets go with another defensive-minded head coach. Again, I guess you're going to do what you're going to do, but there's a lot of young offensive-minded talent that I thought they would have went with. Granted, Aaron Glenn did play for the New York Jets, so we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. As well, Terrell Williams leaving the Lions as well. It was potential that he could take that defensive coordinator spot that was left vacant by Aaron Glenn. But again, he has that connection with Mike Vrabel, the opportunity to go to New England, a new franchise, and really help this rebuild. I think he'll do great. I think it's going to be a good connection. And as well, when we look at it, we want to look at, especially for the Patriots, we know the Lions are already a loser. The Lions are already losers losing Terrell Williams. But we look at winners. First and foremost, Keion White, edge rush talent. We need to put someone on the opposite edge to help Keion White. But at the end of the season, he was saying, I'm frustrated with this team. We need to figure something out. I think Terrell Williams is going to help do that. Is going to help young players, especially like Keion White, who has a ton of potential, and we know that. He's going to help all this talent on the defense. So Barmore, hopefully he can come back healthy. Oh, my fault with the screen. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Help. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, guys. I'm going to scroll down. It's glitching out on me. My fault. I'm just going to exit it. There we go. But that being said, Barmore, Christian Gonzalez, all of this other young talent as well, it's a possibility that Terrell Williams, Mike Vrabel, I've already said this, can help bring in some unrestricted free agents onto this defense and help this defense even more. I do think in this draft you're going to see it addressed, especially the edge rusher, someone opposite of Keon Coleman. But the bigger question is, what about the losers? And the losers in this are Bentley, Possibly. We talked about that yesterday. We know he was injured. He's an off-the-ball linebacker, but it is potential to bring him to a middle linebacker spot because a big thing is speed for these guys. We know that Bentley is a great run stopper. He is great communicator, and so that's something, in my opinion, that's something the Patriots do not want to lose. The next is Tavai. Now, Tavai is a linebacker that I think has the most to lose. Not necessarily as athletic as the others, and so it's going to be interesting to see moving forward with Williams, with Vrabel, what they are going to do with the current roster. Again, I think you're going to see some moves, some shake, and so we'll see what happens. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just excited to see the moves, who's going to be added, and again, you guys know I'm a glass half full type of guy. I'm feeling positive. I am feeling freaking positive. So keep the ball rolling. Anyways, my name is Aaron. You guys already know. Hit that subscribe button on your way out. I appreciate you. Don't miss out on the Patriots content daily. We'll talk later. Peace.